Sleep disturbance affects psychophysiology health, hence mind, body, and soul. Have you ever had a night without sleep? Do you know that feeling where you feel grudgy? After one night of no sleep reminds us how important sleep is. Believe it or not, guys, sleep is universal. In other words, everyone around the world sleeps. You sleep, I sleep, my brother sleeps, everyone around us sleeps. It's culturally universal. The recommended hours to sleep is around 6 to 8 hours. Guys, have you ever wondered what recommended means? I mean, we always hear this word, recommended. But what does recommended means? So we'll try to take a second and define what recommended means. The recommendation of the value comes from a group of people who have completed a meta-analysis on sleep. So we might want to ask a question to ourselves, what is meta-analysis? The meaning of meta-analysis is statistical method that combines data from multiple studies. So what they do, they take different data from different aspect of studies and they go ahead and combine that and they come up with an analysis, and from that they came to figure out that we have to have 6 to 8 hours of sleep. However, again, due to unconventional reasons, most for shift workers, not everyone's bedtime is 10 p.m., which is the recommended time to go to sleep. You know, everyone has different times. Some people go to bed at 10, some people go to bed at 2. This is where we define some people are morning people, some people are night people, but everyone has their own bedtime. So we have to respect that, right? So for humans, some humans don't even sleep for 8 hours. Some sleep for 7, 6, and some believe they can sleep for 5 hours. That boggles my mind. That's one of the reasons we are doing this test. But time after time, studies have shown that lack of sleep is detrimental to health. Guys, before we begin and try to explain what our research study consists of, I'd like to let you guys know that the greatest wealth is health. Once you lose your health, there's no much more to go. My hypothesis, there is a direct relationship, a positive one by the way, between sleep disturbance and psychophysiological health. Psychophysiology, the study of relationship between psychology and physiology, just in case if you do not know. And as we have a third factor, we wanted to kind of go ahead and let you know that everything that is psychological is biological. My research topic is based on sleep disturbance and its effects on health. Alright guys, so we start with our introduction where to give you a meaning to what sleep is. We'll start off with that. The stages were discovered by the Aransiki and Kleitman. So what's something about sleep I've came to figure out that many people go ahead and describe it as their phases of sleep, or sleep is a behavior. And Aransiki and Kleitman in 1953, when they figured out that sleep had stages, there was a lot of eye movement happening. And between the eye movement, there were two types of eye movement that he went and noted. One was non-rapid eye movement, which I'm sure you heard of, NREM, and the other one is a rapid eye movement, which is REM, R-E-M. Now, sleeping plays an important role in emotional processing, and REM is directly involved with it. For our study, we'll be conducting it at 25 different cities to have a more static results, and as well as we'll have 200 participants. In the sleep study, we'll have 4 groups. In the 4 groups, we have Group Alpha, Group Beta, Group Camus, and Group Delta. All 4 will have 50 participants each, and one of the group, which Group Alpha, will not have any sleep manipulation done. The second group, adults with sleep manipulation, would be 50 participants. So as they will be staying for 14 days, the whole 14 days they will have sleep manipulation. Now, just to be able to go ahead and compare and contrast numbers, and let's say if someone by a few days later they have built up tolerance on sleep manipulation, this is for a reason we'll have Group Camus, where adults will have sleep manipulation only for the second week. So we'll go ahead and monitor their vitals for the first week, but for the second week, we will go ahead and manipulate their sleep and wake them up at the 5th hour. The fourth group is Group Delta, and with this group, we will go ahead and acknowledge that we will not go ahead and manipulate their sleep the second week, but we'll do it for the first week. We kind of want to understand how sleep restores itself and body starts to restore itself, and we'll also look at the vitals, how it starts to restore itself after sleep is not manipulated. That's the idea of Group Delta, and Group Camus is the idea where we will go ahead and manipulate sleep on the second week so we can see the changes as it happens. And then we will just go ahead and manipulate 50 participants in Group Beta to understand how sleep is changed. Oops, sorry, guys. So the first test we're doing is a vital test. We will have, as we have brain activity we'll be conducting, we'll go through that with MRI, EEG, and CT. And as well as we're gonna have a CMP and a BMP test, either or, whichever is available for the doctors to do. And then we'll have a series of 3 other tests, which is intelligence test, fitness test, a video game test, and an emotional state questionnaire test, where we'll be asking the participants how their state of emotion is throughout the day for the 5-hour sleep manipulation when they sleep only 4. All right, so at the end of it, we just want to kind of explain how we will go ahead and get these measurements and how we will go ahead and overall score for health. So what we'll do, we'll go ahead and measure each score. We are creating our own measurements. So we'll have our own questions where we'll go ahead and check off, and we'll go ahead and give them a score at the end of each test. Once that has happened, each participant will be scored daily on each test. We will tally their score and compute a percentage. And this percentage will reflect each participant's psychophysiology health, hence mind, body, and soul. At the end of it, after giving them means, we'll do a variance of statistical test to ensure to see what the significance is. And finally, we'll put all of our participants into 3 different groups. First, poor performance, neutral performance, and good performance. So we'll give them a assigned value, and the assigned value will allow us to know where their performance was for the day, and this way we'll know how it was for the week. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed our presentation. Thank you for joining in. Do remember that sleeping well can change maladaptive behaviors. Ciao.